Imagine the smartest mind on the planet physicists, mathematicians, Nobel Prize winners, people who figured out quantum mechanics, and they all hit a wall, the same wall, every single time. A black hole. Not because we haven't studied them, we've photographed them, we've even watched stars orbit something invincible for decades. But the moment we try to describe what's actually inside one, our best theories just break. They stop making sense. They spit out infinities and nonsense. And that is the most terrifying thing about black holes. They expose the limits of human knowledge. Today, we're going to find out exactly why scientists can't figure out what's inside a black hole. Okay, so real quick, what even is a black hole? It's a region in space where gravity gets so extreme that nothing can escape. Not gas, not dust, not light. Once you cross a certain boundary, you're not coming back. That boundary has a name. It's called the event horizon. Think of it like a drain. Water that spirals too close, gone. Except this drain is invincible, has no bottom, and light itself gets pulled in. Most black holes form when a massive star, like way bigger than our sun, at least 20 times bigger, runs out of fuel and collapses under its own gravity. The outer layers explode. The core caves in so violently that it creates a black hole. Simple enough, right? Here's where it stops being simple. At the very center of a black hole is something called a singularity. And a singularity is, okay, brace yourself, a point with zero size, no volume, but with all the mass, whatever fell into the black hole, crushed into that point. So just remember this: zero size, infinite density. Now, when physicists take that and plug it into their equations, the equations just error out. They don't give an answer, they give infinity. And in physics, infinity as an answer isn't cool or mysterious. It literally means this equation doesn't work here anymore. It's like dividing by zero. Your calculator doesn't go quiet and think about it. It just says error. And here's what makes this so wild. We have two theories that basically run the entire universe between them. General relativity, Einstein's theory, explaining the big stuff, planets, stars, black holes, how gravity bends space-time. It's been tested hundreds of times. It's absurdly accurate. Quantum mechanics explains the small stuff, atoms, particles, energy at the tiniest scales. But those who have studied it knows how big it is. Also tested hundreds of times. Two perfect theories, and at the singularity, both of them break. They don't just disagree, they completely fall apart. And nobody has figured out how to fix that tape. That's the wall. That's the thing nobody can get past. The center of a black hole is a place where our entire understanding of reality just stops applying. Okay, you might be thinking, well, maybe singularities aren't even real. Maybe that's just a flaw in the theory. Yeah, some physicists think exactly that. But here's what else breaks. And this one genuinely kept me up at night when I first understood it. There's a rule in quantum mechanics, a pretty fundamental one. Information cannot be destroyed. Not shouldn't be, cannot be. The complete description of any physical system, every particle, every state, every detail has to exist somewhere. It can get scrambled beyond recognition, but it can never just vanish. Now, Stephen Hawking figured out in the 70s that black holes actually do slowly leak energy over time. Very slowly, insanely slowly. But over a long enough time, a black hole evaporates, eventually disappears. That radiation is called Hawking's radiation. And the problem, it's random. It carries zero information about what fell in. So, when a black hole finally evaporates, where did everything go? The stars that fell in, the light, all of it. If it's destroyed, quantum mechanics is wrong. If it's not destroyed, where is it? This is called the black hole information paradox. Hawking debated this for decades, changed his own position on it twice. The greatest minds in physics have been going back and forth on this since the 1970s, and it is still not solved. Okay, pause. I genuinely want to know what you think right now. Do you think the information is destroyed, which means quantum mechanics has a flaw, or do you think it escaped somehow, which means black holes are hiding something from us? Drop it in the comments, because physicists are still arguing about about this, and your guess is as valid as anyone's at this point. Now, here's where some physicists go in a completely different direction. What if the singularity is in the end? What if the center of a black hole is actually a tunnel, a shortcut through space-time itself, connecting two completely separate points in the universe, a wormhole? This isn't just sci-fi. This comes directly out of the Einstein's equation. In fact, the same paper where Einstein's collaborator described black hole, it also described what we now call an Einstein-Rosen bridge, a wormhole. The idea is genuinely wild. You fall into a black hole, and instead of hitting a singularity, you come out of somewhere else entirely. Another galaxy, another time, maybe even another universe. The movie Interstellar depicted something similar to this. Now, can that actually happen? Are wormholes real? Could one ever be stable enough to travel through? That is a full video on its own, and it's coming. So if you don't want to miss it, subscribe right now, because honestly, that video might be even more mind-bending than this one. So where does science actually stand right now? Physicists are working on something called quantum gravity, basically trying to build one theory that handles both the big stuff and the small stuff, so that when you point it at a singularity, it doesn't break. One of the most interesting ideas right now is called loop quantum gravity, and it suggests that space itself isn't smooth and continuous. It's actually made of tiny chunks like pixels, and at those scales, instead of matter compressing into an infinite singularity, it hits a limit, bounces back. No singularity, no infinity, no broken math. It's not proven, but it's one of the most serious attempts we have. And then in 2024, new theoretical work came out around something called the island formula, which mathematically suggests that information does escape a black hole, just scrambles so completely that recovering it would be practically impossible. Maybe that fixes the paradox, or maybe it just makes the mystery one level deeper. We genuinely don't know it. Here's the thing about black holes that I think gets lost sometimes. We are not studying them because they are dangerous or because we are planning to visit one. We are studying them because they are the one place in the universe where our entire map of reality, every equation, every theory, everything we've built over hundreds of years of science just stopped working. And whatever is on the other side of that wall, that's the next era of physics. We've got better tools than ever. The Event Horizon Telescope, James Webb, every new observation brings us a little closer. The answer is out there, and when we find it, it's going to change everything. Before you go on a journey into the black hole exploring what it is, remember to like, comment, and subscribe